Kill Team Termination sees Leagues of Votann versus the Genestealer Cults. Let's get into it. Hi there, Chris here with another unboxing for you all. In this video, we are going to take a look at the latest Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Termination box set. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this box set. Big thank you to my patrons for their continued support, as well as all you brand new ones. And a big thank you to all of you here on the YouTube clicking that membership button. Big thank yous to you all. So, Kill Team Termination. It is finally here, and wow, Leagues of Votann. Now, this box set is kind of what they've been doing now for the Kill Team boxes, where this is just coming with the specific piece of terrain and the two groups of operatives plus all the cards and everything like that. It's not the big boxes that we've gotten before with like Morok and Knockman, Soul Shackle, and Into the Dark and everything like that, where we had, you know, all the terrain and the rules, everything all in one kind of box, whereas now it seems like we've forego the terrain side of things for just, you know, smaller bits of terrain to go in with the larger battlefield if you want to purchase that separately. So very, very interesting. But anyway, this box contains the Kill Team Termination book, transfer sheets for the Brood Brothers and Hernkyn Yaegirs. Anyway, the following accessories for both included kill teams: complete set of data cards, token sheets and token reference cards, tack op, ability, ploy, and equipment cards. Very, very cool. Also includes 25 Citadel miniatures, full Brood Brothers kill team, that is 15 operatives, and full Hernkyn Yaegirs kill team, which is 10 operatives, and also has the Kill Zone Termination Plasma Generatorium terrain set, which is these little fellers. Very, very interesting. They actually look pretty darn big, and the terrain that's been coming out for this season of Kill Team has been very, very interesting, and I'm sure will make a wonderful addition to your collection. Really, really dig the Hernkyn, the Brood Brothers. Very, very cool. They look like a bit like the Trader Guard with like an add-on, so that's kind of cool. And I'm pretty sure these are fairly standard. I really enjoy the little tiny little Genestealers. But yeah, I think it's time to dive in and have a looky-loo around the box. Now, this box was shipped to me taped up. It is not cellophaned up. It's not plastic wrapped. So we're going to grab the Blade of Destiny here and cut our way in through the tape that is protecting this box. And let's dive in. Yeah, see? I like that. I don't know why, but anyway. I like to hear it says, expertly designed plastic Citadel miniatures, assembly and painting required contents may vary. So they may vary, folks. They may vary. Let's dive in. Dive. All right. It's got a big tray inside, and holy cramolies, look at what we're looking at. Holy. So right away, we are greeted with a big old bag of bases. I'm sure it's everybody. Looks like a whole bunch of 32s with a 40 in there or something. We have our terrain, the generators. These are pretty darn big. I'm kind of surprised how big this is. Yeah. Looks really straightforward, not terribly complex. We will have a closer look at these. Are these identical? I think they are identical. So you get two of the identical frames for the generators. We have a sprue here of, looks like Genestealer bits. I am unsure as to whether or not this is a brand new frame or is this something that has been around for a bit. Looks like it's got operative bits, so I'm going to assume this is new. Yeah, it says 2024, but, you know, who knows, right? Then this frame here with the Magos, the Broodlord, I can't remember what this feller's name is, and then the tiny little Genestealers as well. Very, very cool. Yeah, Broodlord looks cool. And then we get into the Hernkyn. Now these should be completely, oh, he looks like he's got a little RPG. That's really cool. We will take a closer look at these in a moment, but yeah, these are very, very exciting. Or is that just a one frame? No, that's very, very cool. Yeah, it's a whole new frame, whole new layout for these models, as these models do not exist in the current range. So I'd imagine a lot of Leagues of Votann players will be picking this up, I would imagine, because why not, right? Then we get into the, looks like these are the cultists, but are they Genestealer proper? Or are these Imperial Guard, or is this Chaos? I am unsure. It says 22, so this has got to be the regular Imperial. Yeah, I see Aquilas on stuff, so this has got to be an Imperial frame. Yeah, it's got to be the Cadians or something, right? I'm not exactly sure which frame this is, but I think it is the regular troopers. Then we have our cardboard divider, which is basically a paper sleeve, and we get 2 sheets of transfers. We get one for the Cadian transfer sheet for all the Genestealers, and then we get the Leagues of Votann transfer sheet, which is the standard transfer sheet for them. I think they only have the one. I don't think they have multiples, whereas like Cadians can have, you know, quite a few, I think. Inside the paper sleeve, let's have a look. Actually, let's put this down here, and let's have a peeky inside. Holy. So we got a whole bunch of data cards. We got all the units, all the operatives. It's got a little paper band around it to keep the cards together. Oh, it's 2 sets. I was wondering why I couldn't move the sleeve. And so we got the Brood Brother Commander, Brood Brother Agitator, Gunner, Brood Brother Icon Ward, Brood Brother Knife Fighter, Brood Brother Medic, Brood Brother Sapper, Brood Brother Sniper, Brood Brother Trooper, Brood Brother Veteran, Brood Brother Vox Operator, Psychic Familiar, a Magus, a Primus, oh, is that what he is, Primus? And the Patriarch. Very, very cool. Then we get with the Hernkyn. We have the Yaeger Thane. We have the Yaeger Bladekin, Yaeger Bombast, Yaeger Gunner, Yaeger Iron Break, Yaeger Riflekin, Yaeger Tracker, and a Yaeger Warrior. Very, very cool. Nice big old data cards for all of that. Very, very nice. We also have all the equipment cards and everything like that. So here's the strategic ploys, strategic ploy, tactical ploys, equipment, abilities, tactical assets, token guide. And this is all for the Brood Brothers. Very, very nice. And Leagues of Votann, strategic ploys, tactical ploy, equipment, abilities, token guide, faction tac ops. And there we go. All the cards, very, very nice. Very exciting. What else we get? Instruction guide, big old piece of cardboard apparently. We'll use that for terrain or something. We get the tokens for the Genestealer Cult and for the Yaegirs. Very interesting. Nice thick card tokens. Instruction guide. Let's have a quick look at the instruction guide. So with the instruction guide, we get a look here. So we're looking at 12 25 mil bases, 10 28 mil bases, 2 32 mil bases. Wow, only 2. And then 1 50 mil base. Okay, very interesting. Gives us a quick breakdown of all the items. Gives us those 2 pieces of terrain. For the Brood Brothers, it gets us started here, and we are, holy moly. It gives us a nice breakdown of what weapons goes with who and what have yous. I think that is very interesting. So we are assembling up primarily the Cadian and then slapping on the Genestealer bits. Very interesting. I wonder if you can just buy the Genestealer frame all by itself and then just keep turning more and more units into Genestealer Cult. I'd imagine that's what many people will be doing, right? Quite an extensive assembly guide for the Brood Brothers. But I mean, you know, there's quite a few models here. Broodlord, Magos, Primus, and the Psychic Familiars. I like the Magos. He's cool. Then the Hernkyn Yaegirs also gives you what weapons look like and configs. It looks like a lot of head options. And so it looks like you have assembly options as well per warrior. Very interesting. I dig it. I like it. I like that we get lots of options with these models. I think that's very interesting, especially considering that once these get moved over to some 40K, that many Leagues of Votann players will enjoy, you know, mixing these units into their forces. And then the terrain is really simple and straightforward. It's not terribly complex, but it is an interesting bit of gear. Yeah, it's very, very interesting looking. Looks like more like a container than it is like a generator or, you know, whatever it is, right? But very, very interesting. And so next we have is the Rulebook, Termination. Kill Team Terminations. Fairly thick. How many pages is it? Probably about like 50 or something like that. It is 86 pages. Gives you the introduction, gives you the lore behind the attack and the missions and the whole battlefield and why everybody's fighting, which I think is always important. I always really, really enjoy when they include these name generators, and, you know, it just allows you the opportunity to, you know, make more characterful type of gangs and, you know, operatives and everything like that. I think that is a lot of fun. Gets you into your army, as it were. And yeah, mainly because when you name it, you care for it, right? You care for that model. You care for your operatives when you have a name. You know, it's like, oh no, my specialist rifleman Jeff has got to go into battle, and oh, he's dead. He's wounded, and he's not going to make it to the next battle, and you know, gives you all the breakdown of all what the rules to train, everything like that, all your missions, the layouts, everything like that, the Bheta-Decima battlefield. Yeah, very, very cool. So with that, I think it is time to take a look at some of the frames and, yeah, and possibly, you know, do that thing that we do. You know, the thing. What is it that we do? You know. All right, first thing we're going to have a look at here is the scenery. Now, this is 2 frames of identical bits, so this is pretty much just the one frame. And yeah, it is a pretty darn big piece. It's about the size of the hand, I think, when you get it all assembled. Lots of detail. You know, it looks very 40K. It would not feel out of place in an environment such as Necromunda or something like that. Just to, you know, throw those little ideas out there. The other side of the pieces is, you know, pretty empty. Nothing terribly exciting. But yeah, that is the terrain. I really like this little bit here with this little door and everything. That reminds me of the stuff we saw in the, what was that? The Into the Dark with the boarding actions and such. We get like that little, you know, it's kind of like submarine doors and, you know, these heavy industrial type doors. That's what it reminds me of anyway. It's very, very cool though. I like it. But yeah, all right, so let's get on to the next frame, which is the Genestealer Cult. Now, this one here, this one we saw when, like, Shadow Throne and, like, when the Genestealers got a big release quite a few years ago. Yeah, so this one is really nothing new. In fact, I'm going to turn this light down just a bit here because it's just a little bit intense here. We can't quite make out the details. Although I really do like the little Genestealer familiars. They're just too much fun. And of course, you know, it makes me think plushies. All right, next frame is, now I'm pretty sure we've had a look at this frame in the past because this is the frame for the Cadians. This is the Cadian frame. This came out 22. So it's got lots of details. Yeah, these are very, very cool. Comes with all sorts of guns. You got las guns, auto guns, plasma guns, melta guns, chain swords, power swords. Is it a power sword? It's got to be a power sword. Melta gun? Yeah, melta gun. Lots of las guns. Yeah. Very, 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 very cool. Love all the detail. Flamer. Las guns. More las guns. Oh, grenade launcher. I assume grenades. I would assume those are the grenades. Whole bunch of heads, but I don't think you really use them. I mean, I'm sure you could use them, right? Because, you know, Genestealer Cult, some of the cultists would look like normal humans as opposed to some that are, you know, have the little ridges and everything like the rest of the Coven. Do they go by Coven anymore? Is it a Coven of Genestealers? I don't think so, right? They don't have, they just go by something else now. Now here is the additional frame. So typically with these kill team releases where we get like one gang is brand spanking new, but the other one is kind of like we get an add-on frame. And so it seems like that is the route they seem to go with a lot of these releases. So we get like something that was released in the past, but it comes with like an additional frame, and we can pretty much change that unit up and make something interesting. Oh, look at that little Genestealer arm. That is cool. I like that little detail. Oh, he's got little claws coming out. Don't let an Inquisitor see you. Rifle here looks like it's got like a muzzle brake on a 50 cal. Chain sword, or power sword. Let's have a look at some of the faces here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. Oh yeah, he's sinister. Yeah, see, like some of these heads, like, yeah, why wouldn't you be using all these heads, right? Because it comes with a whole bunch. How many? I couldn't tell you. Didn't count. But yeah, that is very, very cool. That is the Genestealer Coven cult. Do they go by Coven anymore? I don't even know. Next frame is the Hernkyn Yaegirs. Is that Yaegirs? Is that how you pronounce it? These models are all original sculpts. These have not existed in the past, I do believe. There might be some bits, obviously, that are familiar, like some of the guns, maybe some of the faces. You know, there's some elements that might be, you know, used from other miniatures. I got this little squat RPG. It's a little RPG. That's hilarious. But I like these little guys, man. These little guys in their trench coats, man. Like, it's pretty darn cool. It's pretty darn cool. I like it. Their little trench coats walking around. Big revolvers. Yeah. And again, the RPG is cracking me up. Yeah, these guys are pretty darn cool. And again, this unit is 3 frames, so I'd imagine when this comes out for sale for everybody, it'll probably be quite a big release. Or maybe, no, I think all 3 are the parts. So whenever this gets released separately, I mean, it's probably going to be a fairly substantial box. It's going to be 3 frames, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. All little dwarvy heads. I like their guns, man. They look like revolver shotguns or something. I don't know what they are, but is a revolver shotgun a real thing? See, they got like little revolvers, and they got big revolvers. That's a big revolver, and that's a little revolver. That's a little knife. Where's the big knife? Is there a big knife? That's the same knife. Yeah, these guys are cool. All the different heads. Didn't we see this head in Return of the Jedi? And Shogun? Yeah. Very... Oh, somebody's got a crossbow? You got a revolver crossbow? That's an idea right there. A revolver crossbow. That is very, very cool. Yeah, these guys are... Oh, it's a sniper rifle. Oh, there's a sniper rifle there. Little axe. Yeah, these guys are very, very cool. I like them. And again, for all the Leagues of Votann players out there, I'm sure many of you will be picking up this frame and adding this unit to your collection, fielding them on the battlefield because, you know, it's just really cool looking. They're just really cool looking models. Oh yeah, we gotta come and have a sniff. Let's see what these guys smell like. Genestealer Cult, or is it Coven? Do they still go by Coven? Yeah, that's you know, that's what I figured. Genestealers and little squat Jaegirs, I don't know. All these made up names. Anyway, let's get back to the rest of the video. That is our look at Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Termination. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this box set. Big thank you to my patrons. Without your support and continued support, this channel would not be able to continue to do what it is that I do. And so a huge, huge thank you to all of you who continue to support. Also, big thank you to everybody here on the YouTubes, clicking that membership button. Big thank yous to you all. And of course, if you are not able to support monetarily, i.e. money, thumbing up the video, liking, following, subscribing, commenting, ringing the bell, all help the channel as well. And all it takes is a couple clicks of a button and you're helping me out a great deal. And a huge thank you to everybody who takes the time to do that. Take care of your brushes, they'll take care of you, and I will see you in the next unboxing or useless review. Maybe a painting tutorial. Been doing the quick tips again. Maybe a live stream. Weigh the brush, painting, who knows? Maybe even a battle report. Who even knows? Who even knows? I know, I keep mentioning that one, and yeah, well, you know, I keep saying it until it actually is a thing, so, you know, I'll keep saying it, and we'll will it into existence. Come on, everybody, close your eyes and say it with me. Battle reports, painting tutorials, live streams, more unboxings. Come on, you want more unboxing? Because you all love the sniff tests. I know you do. I don't lie. Don't lie. I know you do. Okay, bye.